Hello, Sacred Souls. Welcome to another morning Inspo. I'm Auji, and this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if this reading resonates with you. Let's get the affirmation for the day for you guys. I have the courage to say no. It says, what is causing me stress right now? What can I say no to in order to ease this stress? I have the courage to say no. Okay. Creating some type of boundaries. Creating boundaries. All right. Definitely. What messages do we have for Libra this morning, Inspo? What messages do we have for Libra? What is Libra feeling? Okay, you have Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Feeling safe. Have 3 coming out. You have I'm sorry, defensiveness, righting past wrongs, uprooting, and then you have child of the cosmos. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're feeling safe. You're feeling powerful as well. You're feeling protected. It's like you let go of some type of defense. You let go of some type of hard barrier, and you finally opened up to what something was trying to tell you, opened up to some communication, whether this is from somebody or whether this is from the universe. It looks like the universe or somebody has been trying to tell you something for a long time, and there's been these defenses around it because some of you guys could have been feeling safe, could have been feeling unsafe. You could have been protecting your ego. That's a lot in this. But now you feel the need to open up. You feel it feels like you trust the messenger. Not only do you trust the message, but you trust the messenger in order to open up and take in some type of intelligence. Okay. This is an awakening. So somebody is waking up to the truth. Somebody is waking up to the truth around them. Somebody could be finally seeing the truth. There's been a lot of that going on. But it looks like somebody has let down the defenses around them. They're ready to right some type of past wounds, which means they've taken their ego off and they've got into their true self, their higher self, and they're ready to have some type of conversations. They're ready to take accountability for some type of things, but not in a way of blaming themselves, in a way of creating a solution, in a way of doing a new thing about it. Okay. What does Libra need to release? What does Libra need to release? Double mission. Serve the world by being you. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. And there's a conflict here. There's some type of anger. So for some of you guys, there's this mission that you do have. And there's a need for you to still serve. Okay? And I feel like for some of you guys, you're forgetting the first part of the mission, which you're healing others by healing yourself. So the first part of the mission is healing yourself. That's exactly how you heal other people. It's through your healing, through your growth. So you have to do the work and grow as well. There's a lot of anger that you do have hiding inside of you, and things are still being put together, and the need, being pressed for time, being pressed to get something done on a certain deadline, being pressed to do certain things, go certain places, meet certain things, throwing things out in the universe before it's ready. That's when this impatience come in, and it's normally backed by desperation, and it's just throwing out things that are not ready to be birthed yet. And you could find yourself in a cycle of being upset that things aren't working, or things aren't creating, or something's not working, but you're just throwing things out you didn't let something develop. You didn't let something gain its roots before you threw it out there. So instead of it expanding, when something get thrown out there, it gets actually pushed down for some of you guys. Also, I feel like that healing part, healing yourself. There is a lot that you want to do, but one step at a time. I feel like you can be trying to fill so many lines because you feel like you have so much time and you have to get this done by this. And you could be doing this in your ages, like not giving yourself enough grace, not giving yourself enough time, putting unrealistic deadlines, making unrealistic goals. I feel like also release the need to always be on a time frame. Always have, your life has to be on a time frame, because these are still joyous things, and you can get caught up in the time frame or when you have to have something. Let's see what's at the top of this deck. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're being led, activated earth. Trust where you are at this time. You're at a period of stopping. You're at a period of pausing, and it could be causing a lot of conflict. Take some time to rest. Also release some type of anger. There could be a relationship that you have and you're just angry to it. And this is when both people are failing to see the other person's side of the story. Everybody wants to be felt, heard, acknowledged, validated, everything. And it's just taken out of teamwork instead of me, I. Instead of what could we do? What could we do to move forward together? It's just I. Softening to seeing somebody through the eyes of love. There's a relationship that got into this point for a reason, because you haven't been looking at each other through the eyes of love, and now something is forcing you to solve in order to get to a resolution, in order to solve a problem. Is coming through softening to love, opening up, being more vulnerable with one another. What does Libra need to welcome more of into their lives? What does Libra need to welcome more of into their lives? Karmic relationships, soul growth, birth and creations, the void. Stop and embrace the winter. Some of you guys need to welcome the lessons of these karmic relationships. What are these karmic relationships teaching you? Are they teaching you to have better boundaries? Or is everybody wicked and evil and dark and just narcissists? Or is there something that you're learning here? Is there something that you need to learn about you? Maybe your shadow as well. I feel like there's a need for you to birth a whole new idea about how you view your karmic relationships. For some of you guys, you can be viewing it in a space of like, it's just negativity, darkness. when these karmic relationships are brought to you to give you some light. There's a relationship here. A karmic relationship, light and dark. People who think totally differently. Opposites attracting. Why is this attracting? There's a relationship here that's here to make your soul grow in ways. Here for you to birth a whole new way of life, a whole new way of being in relationship with another person. Take baby steps. For some of you guys, these new actions or these new insights that you're getting, it's not going to make sense until you go through it, until you actually get active in it. And then the path is going to be illuminated. It's like take the first step and then the path is illuminated. Ask the question and then the path is illuminated. But right now, there's definitely can be there's a lot of darkness around. Like I said, these dark nights of the soul, energies and things like that. There's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of things that are breaking or that are shaken up to be put together with more stability and more security. But the idea that you see your karmic relationships, what's the lesson from them? How can you grow from them? If this person, why was this person shining dark? Or how did you notice this person's shadow side? How do you know that? Because there's certain things that brings us to certain triggers. Everybody's different. And we are brought in contact with these people who have these certain triggers that will trigger us, that will trigger something. What are these things trying to show you? What are they trying to tell you? What was the trigger? Because you can learn a lot from the trigger. Okay? Welcome a whole new perspective on the relationships, on the lessons in your life, the relationships, the connections that were lessons. What is the major blockage for Libra? What is the major blockage for Libra? Making a new path, creating a new idea. Some of you guys are so stuck in your ways about what something was or what a person was or what this was. You can't see anything outside of your perception of what a relationship was. Being the love that you wish you had also. Being the support that you wish you had, creating a new earth. And I can kind of understand. I definitely can understand where this comes from because it's almost like you could feel like some people don't deserve this. Why am I the only one working so hard to create something? And when you first start, it can be a lot because other people, they're going to show up how they've always been showing up. But this is not about them. This is about you. So getting into that leader mode of thinking about trying to do what other people do instead of being the leader that you know. Staying true to your core values. Staying true to what you want to show up in the world as. Instead of just giving up because nobody else is putting in work, so I'm going to do the same thing too. That's the blockage. Creating this new earth, creating this new idea, creating this new reality is the blockage for you. Because you feel, for some of you guys, you are seeing the burdens. You're seeing how heavy something is going to be. And something just may be heavy. When you get into that stage, I'm not going to say, oh, it's going to be everybody's just going to hop on the bandwagon and whatever energy you exude inside is going to jump on them and they're going to exude it. No, sometimes it's rejection. Sometimes it's the same way. Sometimes people never get it. Sometimes it's no matter what you do, a person is going to be them. And that has to, you can accept that. You can acknowledge that. Okay. But you can't let that stop you from creating the world that you want to desire. Their world that they want to create has nothing to do with your world that you want to create. Okay? Say yes to change. Say yes to change, to bringing harmony together. For some of you guys, you are sitting there being stubborn, not bringing no resolve to an issue because no one else is bringing the resolve to the issue. Nobody's working together, so I'm not working together with nobody else. Everybody has this certain idea. This is how everybody moving, so I'm going to move accordingly too. What that's doing is that's stopping you. That's also creating, that's creating, you're attracting that to you. So yeah, somebody may deserve it. Somebody may not deserve the love, or they may not deserve what you're about to bring, or this new way of living, this new way of being in relation, this new way of exuding love outside of you. Forget even being in a relationship. Just this new energy that's sparking inside of you. That's about to burst out. This bringing harmony together, being in peace, softening to love, opening yourself up, being able to see another person's side of the story. You may be in a situation where Spirit is calling you to open up to see another person's side of the story, and this person is just not going to see yours. But Spirit is opening up, telling you to see it because it's bigger than you. And because Spirit knows that you'll find a solution in it. Spirit knows who they're talking to. Spirit knows who's going to be obedient. Tell me more. Who or what is helping Libra? Who or what is helping Libra? Saying yes to change, being open to change, this change that you're feeling, this change, this new adventure that you're about to go on, this rebirth, doing things different, changing your idea of how you see these karmic relationships, how you see it. For some of you guys, you thought a karmic relationship, you thought a relationship with a person was bringing you further away from your path, but really all it did was align you in your path. All it did was align you. It's like a little bit of straightening. Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. I'm crazy. Anyways, you thought that something took you away from your divine path. You thought something was bringing you out of alignment. But really, it was that very relationship to bring you in. It seems like it was that very thing that was going to get you to change your mindset on relationships, to bring you into alignment, to bring you into this change, to get you ready to jump in, full throttle, head first. Also opening up and letting your true self be seen. This is being vulnerable. This is being, I feel like this is like being cracked open, but this is letting your beauty be seen, all sides of you. All of you being seen, and letting all of you show up, and all of you being loved unconditionally by you. Accepting yourself fully. Letting your light shine and not being afraid to let that light shine. This love, this softening to love is wrapped up in your light. Your light is wrapped up in how you love. How you're willing to exude that loving energy when you come into the room. Okay. Who or what is hurting Libra? Who or what is hurting Libra? I feel like this is you thinking that something's not taking place and something's not taking space. Doors are opening. For some of you guys, I feel like you're afraid of what's happening now. You're afraid of what you created. Some of you guys ain't no going back now. You're at the door. You fought so hard to get here. The bridge that you ran across, it fell as you were running across it. And now we're here at the portal. So it's either you stay here looking at it or you jump through. You've made it this far. For some of you guys, you're thinking something didn't take space. You could be fooling yourself thinking that you're not on your path because something didn't take shape yet, or something didn't take space yet, or your environment didn't change yet. Or you could be like, I don't feel different, or I'm still getting the same response. For some of you guys, you could be taking all of your hard work for granted and thinking that your hard work didn't mean anything. And that's the worst. And I've been there before, when you think like, okay, what's the point? And you sit down. So I feel like a lot of you guys, it could be that, like, what's the point? Because something's not taking shape and there's a lot of things happening. Also, what is hurting you is the fact that nothing took shape yet. The fact that something can still be cultivated, which means is that you can still decide it. And having that big responsibility can be scary. Can be very, very scary for you. Having that big decision to decide what your life is after going through a series of time of feeling like you were constrained to a certain type of lifestyle. Now you have the opportunity to actually imagine something, create something. What is it going to be? Some of you guys could be feeling like, could be afraid of success, afraid of it actually becoming something that you couldn't even imagine, better than what you've imagined. I feel like for some of you guys, you're going to get to a point where you're really here. Either it's things are not taking shape yet and you're like about to throw away the vision, thinking this vision is not the good one. But it's like you've ever seen that picture where a person's mining and then one person gives up and then all they had was probably like two or three more hits and they were going to get the diamonds, but they gave up right there and then the other person kept going and got it. Not saying that somebody's going to steal your diamonds, because what's yours is yours, but I'm just saying, don't give up. You're this close. And the feeling of something's not happening yet. The feeling that something didn't take shape yet. You didn't get the call yet. You didn't get the job yet. You didn't get the guy yet. You didn't get the girl yet. You didn't have the kid yet. You didn't get the ring yet. You didn't get the house yet. It's about to happen. Don't give up on yourself. Okay. And last but not least, what are the next steps for Libra? What are the next steps for Libra? Got the Messenger. Bring together this balance inside of you. Bring together harmony inside of you and let yourself be seen. You got this karmic relationship. Make peace. Make peace with the past. That's the next step. Make peace with the past. Your failure for making peace with the past strongly hinting on some type of relationship. And this can be intimate relationship, family relationship, friend relationship, co-worker relationship. There's some type of relationship that your whole idea of it needs to change. There needs to be some peace, making peace with the past. Also bringing together two separate energies, light and dark. Whatever it was something that you needed. It was information. Now you're feeling like that you are ready. From going to the first one, you're feeling like you are ready to receive this information. Now you can finally dissect the hard truth. And this hard truth can be that maybe that worst relationship that you felt like broke you actually was the very thing that was going to give you some type of strength or resilience to piece yourself back together and create a new world better than you could ever imagine it. And for some of you guys, you are opened up and you feel protected enough. You trust the messenger enough to actually digest that message, digest that information, digest that perspective. Okay? So that's the messages that I have for you guys today. I hope this reading resonates with you. If it did, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.